I believe that learning is a lifelong journey. I'm Kat. I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I am a mom and I am married to a wonderful husband. We have a blended family with 3 children, 2 16-year-olds and 1 12-year-old. When I discovered sewing 18 months ago, it wasn't just one of those, oh, I have an idea and I want to make this. It was an intentional, I'd like to get a hobby. Family members of mine had asked for me to make masks. And so with the little fabric that I was able to get, I started to learn how to make masks. I went online and found a few free patterns. I tried them to see which one was the most comfortable and found one that we really liked as a family. So we started with that and I posted it online, and next thing you know, I was getting orders from people. I received over 100 mask orders after that first post I did on social media. That was the start of the sewing journey for me. It just exponentially grew. When my mom found out that I was sewing and saw the things that I was making, she was really, really surprised and excited. She almost did not believe it. I also have that reaction. Sometimes it's like, wow, I am actually making something that I can wear and that I like, and it looks good. I am not at all hurt or surprised that my mom reacted that way. I think she also feels proud because her mom, my grandma, was a sewist and she sewed all of my mom's clothes when she was little. She had a sense of pride because my grandmother's legacy could kind of continue through me. To find that out at over 40 years old is really exciting and really surprising. So it's an exciting time for both me and my mom during this journey that I have in sewing. I used to think that, oh, it's too late to learn how to play a musical instrument because I didn't start learning that when I was young. I used to think that, oh, it's too late to be like an athlete because I didn't do that when I was young. Because I discovered sewing this late, it just solidified for me that anything can come your way at any age, and it could be something for you, like sewing has been for me. What sewing allowed me to do during lockdown is really explore who I am. It made me think about what I'm capable of. It made me really think about what my limitations are. And it made me think about how to overcome those limitations, how to just enjoy the process and be in the moment. I've also found myself really in solitude during the last 18 months. And that stillness and quietness allowed me to just be. And I don't think that would have happened if there was no lockdown. My experience with midlife is this almost natural process of getting to know myself. It feels like home, but also feels like meeting a new person. I'm glad that the experience that I have is through a creative outlet and not some major adversity. It did come in the midst of the pandemic, but my experience through it is really positive despite that. It's relaxed and it's comfortable. I think that in midlife, that's when people look back in their life and say, what have I done? And sometimes people probably have anxiety about, oh, I haven't done much with my life, and so I need to do something. And that's probably where the crisis comes from. It really is the time when you start to kind of wonder who you are and what's your value. Sewing and creativity allowed me to go through that quite peacefully. I get excited over I don't knows. Today, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a capsule of like work from home clothes. But tomorrow I'm like, I wanna make a capsule of like solid colors, baggy clothes, a jacket. So I don't know, and that's the fun part of it. I understand that there are unknowns that are quite scary, and my family has gone through a few of those things. My dad was diagnosed and passed away from colon cancer. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and so those unknowns of finding out those things, of what to come next, they seem like a negative thing, but even in those unknowns, there is something good that comes from them, even if some people don't see it at that time. We leaned a lot on faith, we leaned a lot on other people. We leaned into that unknown, that pain. The hard unknowns help with resilience and building your own capacity. The major I don't know in my life right now is the kids. Helping them navigate through their I don't knows is like a journey in itself. And it's instilling in them that not knowing doesn't mean that it's bad. Not knowing actually is really cool. Not knowing means you have room and opportunity to find out something new, to discover something, to give you that space to explore, to give you that space to learn, and to give you an opportunity to find out something that you didn't know before. I'm just like curious about like what else is there. I say I'm like 40, but really I'm only 40. My dream is if I can travel and bring my sewing machine and my serger with me wherever I am. My husband and I always joke around about that, and I send him memes of like somebody sewing on the shore of a beach, and I say, how can we make this happen? Or he would say, you know, when we retire, let's just travel the world. I said, yes, I'm all for it. Let's just bring the sewing machine.